Welcome back everyone. My name is Devarshika Nigam and today we are going to take an in-depth look at a crucial aspect of ISO 14015 legal and regulatory compliance. Ensuring that your environmental assessments are aligned with legal and regulatory requirements is fundamental to the successful implementation of ISO 14050. So let's break this down step by step. ISO 14015 is designed to guide organizations in assessing the environmental aspects and impacts of their sites and operations. Central to this assessment process is the need to comply with relevant legal and regulatory obligations. But what does this mean in practice? First, we need to start by identifying all applicable laws and regulations. This is a comprehensive process that requires a thorough understanding of the legal landscape in which the organization operates. The applicable laws can vary widely depending on the country, region, and even the specific industry sector. They may include environmental protection laws, regulations governing air and water quality, waste management, statutes, hazardous materials handling, and many other areas. For example, if your organization operates in multiple regions or countries, you will need to be aware of the different regulatory requirements in each location. This might involve complying with national laws, state or provincial regulations, and even local ordinances. Failure to account for all relevant legal requirements can result in non-compliance, which could lead to penalties, fines, or even legal actions. Once all applicable legal requirements have been identified, the next step is to assess whether the organization or site is currently in compliance. This involves a detailed review of existing permits and licenses to ensure they are up to date and accurate. You'll also need to review any past regulatory notices, violations, or enforcement actions to understand the compliance history of the site or organization. During this compliance assessment, you may discover areas where the organization is not fully meeting legal requirements. When non-compliance is identified, it's crucial to develop and implement corrective actions as soon as possible. These actions might include updating permits, improving operational practices, or implementing new monitoring and reporting systems to ensure future compliance. In addition to local and national regulations, it's important to consider international standards and agreements. For organizations with a global presence or supply chain, compliance with international environmental agreements is critical. This may involve adhering to protocols on climate change, biodiversity, or transboundary pollution, among others. Aligning with international standards not only helps in avoiding legal repercussion but also enhances the organization's global reputation. Another key point is that ISO 14015 encourages organizations to adopt a proactive approach to environmental compliance. This means going beyond the minimum legal requirements and actively managing environmental risks and impacts. Proactive compliance might involve implementing best practices for pollution prevention, energy efficiency, and resource conservation, even if these actions are not explicitly required by law. By doing so, organizations can demonstrate their commitment to sustainability and environmental responsibility, which can be a significant advantage. It's also essential to document all compliance efforts meticulously. Proper documentation serves as a record that the organization is meeting its legal obligations. This documentation should include copies of permits, records of inspections, evidence of corrective actions, and any correspondence with regulatory agencies. Regularly reviewing and updating this documentation is crucial to ensure ongoing compliance, especially as laws and regulations evolve over time. Moreover, staying informed about changes in environmental regulation is vital. Laws can change and new regulations can be introduced that may affect your organization's operations. Therefore, it's important to have a system in place to monitor regulatory developments and to ensure that your organization can adapt to these changes promptly. To sum up, legal and regulatory compliance in the context of ISO 14015 is about more than just following the law. It involves a comprehensive understanding of all applicable legal requirements, a proactive approach to managing environmental risks, and a commitment to continuous improvement. By taking these steps, organizations not only protect the environment but also safeguard themselves against legal risks and enhance their reputation as responsible corporate citizens. Thank you for your attention today. In our next session, we'll explore objectives of environmental system in ISO 14015 to create a more robust and comprehensive approach to environmental management. Stay tuned and see you next time. Take care.